Hello, everyone. My guest today is Patrick Stiles. He is a high school dropout turned serial entrepreneur. He started 8 companies and has been the CEO of a public one. He sold several million with video online, but was frustrated with the existing video platform. So he founded his current company, Vitalytics.com, which is the highest converting video platform for online marketers. He also wakes up to the eye of the tiger every day. You don't want to mess with this guy. Patrick, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right. How do you know it's the highest converting video platform for online marketers?
Yeah, well, that's stuff that we've either split tested internally or we've had our users do. So they come back with that data. Sometimes we can't always publish it, but that's where we're getting that.
Interesting. And walk me through, what are they converting? What's your typical customer, your perfect fit customer? What are they using you for?
So our ideal clients right now are direct response marketers, people that are really video centric in their businesses. They tend to be SMBs, so they're small businesses, but they're able to do, hundreds of thousands or even millions of plays a month. So it's a little hinge that swings a big door in their business. So that's why we've kind of built this tool for them, because it has the aggressive features and tools for converting visitors and understanding how that works inside of the videos.
Interesting. And give me a general sense of what, on average, one of these customers pay you per month.
Well, our average is $100 a month, but it can go up to $1,000 for some of our users.
Okay. And then put this on a timeline for me. When did you launch the company?
So we launched about a year ago.
Okay, good. So fairly new, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And bootstrapped today, your own money?
Bootstrapped it.
How's that feel?
It can be intense, but it's rewarding to have that freedom. So I'm a big bootstrap guy. I've talked to investors. I haven't found the right fit, so I'm not really counting on that avenue.
How committed are you? How much money of your own money have you put in?
It's 6 figures.
Okay, good, but less than $1 million.
Yeah, it's less than $1 million.
But still, what was the public company you ran?
So actually, I'm currently the CEO of that company. It's Gray Cloak Tech.
Okay.
It was a SaaS kind of before I showed up. And then I have a background in health companies. So we started some businesses in the CBD space.
So is that what that company's in? It has nothing to do with Vitalytics?
Nothing at all.
Okay, got it. Wait, so why hold that spot? Why not get out? I wouldn't want to be the public CEO of a publicly traded company with all the admin work that comes along with it.
Yeah, well, we're still bootstrapping Vitalytics, and it was an opportunity that made a lot of sense to me at the time. It was enticing, so I went for it, and that's kind of how I got involved in that.
What I'm hearing you say is you get a salary there, and that's kind of a nice buffer for you while you get Vitalytics off the ground.
That's part of it, but I also have an equity stake in that public company that's sizable. So, and then I actually do own a supplement company as well that's still running in the background.
I see. How much trailing 12 months? How much revenue did that public company do?
I don't have that number in front of me, but it's not very much.
Well, like less than $1 million?
Maybe less than $1 million.
Wait, why is it public?
Right. Well, I didn't take it public, but I started the CBD company that was acquired by it in an all-stock transaction. So it's a penny stock thing. So it's not like a NASDAQ, high-flying kind of public company. So its stock price right now is below a penny. So it's more of the kind of wild west as far as public companies go.
Interesting. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, if I was in that position, I would also put that in my bio. It sounds really, really good. But it's nice to understand the economics behind why it's that way, right? So I do know that diet and nutrition in the supplement space, a lot of these guys make bank off video A/B testing. So it makes perfect sense to me why you ended up where you're at today. And it's cool to see you going into the SaaS space. Did you just hear from friends the margins were way better than supplements and said, I got to get in?
No. So I've had a supplement company for the last 8 years, and I've started several different health companies, and it's just always an issue with either merchant accounts, with traffic compliance. You can also run into some government agencies with 3 letters in their name.
Yep.
And some things like that. So SaaS is just, it's way more scalable. It has the perceived value of a physical product, but at the end of the day, it's basically an info product. It's intellectual property on a server, and it doesn't have those compliance issues. And then also, I'm kind of geeky. I like tech. So I was building custom tech in my supplement companies, and that's kind of how I found my CTO and how I fell into this space.
That's okay. So you, in your kind of founder relationship, you're the business guy, not the developer.
Right.
Interesting. And your CTO is, he or she is doing all the coding.
Yeah.
That's great. Interesting.
Well, him and a team.
Yeah. Well, what's the team size today?
So the team size is 5. 2 of those people are contractors. We've hired and fired 20 people to build this product.
Okay. Why?
Why what?
I was trying to figure out how to phrase that question. Why do you lead with we hired and fired 20 people to build the product? Why? I mean, if you hired them and they're good, why not keep them? Patrick, my ending question there was...
Hey, there you just broke up.
Yeah, my question at the end there was, if you hired them and they were good, why not keep them?
Oh, they weren't good. but yeah, or their job ended, say UX design and we build out the platform and stuff like that. We don't need to keep cranking out like new pages and things like that. So
I see. It was a kind of a per project kind of hire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They either completed their job or they didn't cut it.
Got it. And fast forward, so you launched about a year ago. Fast forward to today. How many customers are you serving now?
So we have about 500 users.
Okay. And how many of them are paying?
I'd say less than half.
Okay. So call it maybe 200, something like that.
Somewhere in that range.
Okay. And why do you walk me through what a user gets? Like how much can they get out of the platform before you make them pay?
Well, we killed our free plan, so nothing. So all they can get right now is a 2-week trial without paying.
Okay, got it. So you've got 500 people. Sorry, you've got 200 that are active paying customers, which means you've got 300 or so on a trial right now. And about, in sometime over the next 14 days, they'll have to decide whether to pay or leave.
No. Sorry, those 300 people, a lot of them are actual free plans. We had a freemium model that we tried for a while, and then we just kind of killed it off. We didn't think that it was working.
Okay, I'm confused. So how many people are paying you today on a monthly basis?
I don't have that exact number, and I also don't want to get too specific with some of those numbers. So I would say less than half. So it's going to be in that 250 or lower the range.
Okay, 250. Well, but by the way, I like these numbers because people appreciate. They always say, Nathan, you always have CEOs that are too far down the line. It's not actionable for me. I want to get someone that has just turned revenue on because I'm about to launch my first paywall. So the more transparent you can be, the more valuable it is for my audience. I know that for sure. So I appreciate you doing that. So look, 250 folks. If you got them paying $100 a month, I mean, you're somewhere around 20 grand a month right now in revenue?
Yeah, I mean, we're below that, but yeah, it's in that range.
Okay. Like, can we say between 10 and 20?
Yeah.
Or below
sure.
10?
Yeah. So it's going to be around that 10 mark.
Okay, 10 mark. Good. That's good. By the way, like everything starts at 0, right? So like, I appreciate you saying that, even if it's uncomfortable to say it. So around 10 grand right now. Walk me through what the first sign up was like, the first paid one. Was it someone that went through a trial and then you converted them, or what did that first sign up feel like?
That first sign up was somebody that just found us from a Facebook ad. We're dabbling in paid traffic about a year ago. And when we launched the product a year ago, it was just video analytics. Since then, we've kind of pivoted a little bit to add a lot more things that have to do with more conversions on the front end and not analyzing the videos after the fact. So it's a more robust platform. So at that time, that person was just really blown away with our analytics. And that was enticing, and that's kind of what our experience was, that some of the people that found us and really liked us were geeky and really kind of data inclined. But for the market that we wanted to go after, which was, internet marketers, we found that it wasn't quite kind of sticky enough to get that traction. So after we kind of had that data early on, after the first few months of launching a year ago, we decided to kind of pivot and start building these other features into the program, into the software.
Yeah. I mean, when I think about what you do and I take a quick glance at the website, what I immediately think is like Wistia. People use Wistia for this. How are you trying to position yourself different from a company like Wistia?
Yeah. So Wistia kind of is like the big company that we go after. They're like the use case or the competitor that everybody knows. So it's kind of something that we queue off of.
Yep.
And I mean, we actually have a compare page on our site that goes, that compares our features against Wistia. And we have maybe like, several dozen, and they have like, maybe 3 or 4 of those. So we're building a very different feature set. And like Wistia, they have things for, like integrating with supports or recording in your browser and things like that. But like I said earlier, a lot of our users are really kind of like, video is like the single thing on their website that is converting visitors into buyers. So we're building things in there like an exit pop, or not an exit pop, but an exit thumbnail, which is a thumbnail that the user never sees until they pause the video. Also an exit gate where they can opt into the video and watch it later from their desktop. A lot of people are finding that people don't convert on their mobile phones. So getting people to jump over to desktop is a big challenge for a lot of marketers. So things like that. And then our analytics just blow them away. And then on top of that, we cost less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Okay, very good. Give me a sense of churn. Churn is obviously critical in this kind of business. What's your churn?
So our logo churn is about 5.7.
Okay.
Yep.
That's logo churn per month?
Yeah, that's like that's an average.
Got it. And so when people do leave, why are they leaving?
What we have found is that a lot of the people that are churning have a very low monthly ARPU. So they're probably just not getting value out of it. Like they're not using it. They're still trying to kind of figure out their conversions. The people up the scale that are paying us more money are definitely not churning nearly as much. Why
price it? Okay, with that pattern that you're seeing, you have a $19 a month plan, you go up from there. Why not do the opposite? Why not say this is like $10,000 a month? It's the ultimate video platform for someone spending more than $1 million a month on paid ads.
Yeah. For me, for my personality, I don't want to build a business where I have to build a sales team, at least not right now. So it's more of kind of like a lifestyle thing. And also like, then I would have to go up against people like Vidyard and, Brightcove and like kind of like these bigger companies and try to get into more kind of the enterprise space. I used to own a recruiting firm. That was my very first business. And I would close deals for 20, 30 grand a pop.
Yeah.
But I was married to the phone and I hated that. So I want something that, kind of has that space. And I really just kind of believe in direct response and buying traffic and being able to, grow that way. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, this next number then you have to have since you're a direct response guy. What's your CAC? What are you paying to acquire customers?
Yeah. So I don't have a CAC number to share with you right now. We target about a 3-month payback if possible. But a lot of our users now have either come from masterminds, networking, referrals, or from affiliates.
Okay. Well, look, so what do you pay an affiliate? 30% of first year sales or what?
It can be 40% reoccurring for life in some cases.
Sometimes, life?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. What we would like to do is move towards more a CPA model where it's like a flat fee up front, like, a couple $100 or something like that for a paying user. But it just kind of depends on what that funnel looks like and what what it backs out for making money for the affiliate.
So if you target a 3-month payback period and your average customer is paying $100 a month, what I'm hearing you say is you're willing to spend up to $300 to get that customer in the door.
Yeah, that's where we're playing right now and testing things out.
That's great. And where's the company based?
Well, we're remote, but I'm out of Denver, Colorado.
Remote. Okay, good. So not everyone's in Denver. Is it spread throughout the US or internationally as well?
International.
That's great. Walk me through some of your growth channels. I mean, how much are you spending per month right now on all your paid outlets to drive growth?
So right now we don't have any paid ads running. We killed those off when they weren't profitable. And this was back when we kind of had just the analytics built into the software. So then from there, we started building other features and I worked with my network to get, users on it. And then once those people started, sticking, upgrading, referring people, that's when we kind of knew that we had something. We revamped the website, kind of did like a relaunch in a way. And now we're taking that out to paid traffic as we speak.
Interesting. There you go. Any metrics on lifetime value yet, or no, it's too early?
It's going to be north of $1,000, but it's also a bit speculative and not the most useful metric. I like to go with ROAS as far as a metric when I'm buying, like as far as advertising, as far as the kind of holy grail.
How long you want to keep bootstrapping?
As long as I can, is the answer. But But if I'm in a position where I think that money is going to make me grow much faster, and it's going to solve my problems, then I'd absolutely take it if I found the right partner.
Are you raising right now?
No.
Okay. If you did raise, and it was from the right partner, what would you try and raise at valuation wise?
I've talked to some venture capitalists. This was a bit ago when our revenue was lower. But I've had several venture capitalists say that we could do like a safe note at a 3 million cap.
Yep. Yeah. That's pretty standard for this kind of thing. It's an interesting space. A great product. Let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Ready, Fire, Aim.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Probably Ed O'Keefe. I'm in his mastermind. So.
Ed O'Keefe?
Yeah. He's in the health space.
Yeah. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your business?
It's not online, but Scrivener is my absolute favorite software.
Are you a big writer?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you have books or what?
Copy.
Just landing. You're one of those guys that puts together 30 freaking pages on one landing page, right? You scroll for miles, right?
Yep.
People do it though, right? They get hooked in and boom, they're sold by the end.
Yeah, if it converts, if you have a self-liquidating offer, then like who cares how long it is or what it looks like or anything like that.
That sounds like a car salesman. It's going to turn people off. What's a self-liquidating offer mean? A
self-liquidating offer is the sexiest thing in marketing. It's where you're acquiring customers and your day one money is covering the acquisition cost.
Yeah, got it. So all of you that got turned off by that term, really what he's saying in sexy terms is your payback is instant.
Yeah, instant payback.
There you go. Same thing. Very good. All right. Number 4. How many hours of sleep are you getting every night?
Oh, 8 to 9.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Married, no kids.
No kids. And how old are you?
Today I'm 34.
30. Oh, today's your birthday?
Today's my birthday.
Congratulations, Patrick. That's exciting. So you're turning 34 or you're 34 now?
No. I'm turning 34.
Okay, sorry. That was the bad question. It's the same thing. You just turned 34 today. 34. Got it.
Yeah.
Good. So you have a year now at 34.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. And last question. What do you wish you knew when you were 20?
That you don't have to learn or do everything yourself, that there's plenty of people out there that want to partner up and not be an entrepreneur themselves. So go and find a team.
Guys, there you have it. Build a team. You don't have to do everything yourself. He did a lot of direct response stuff, sending a lot of traffic to videos, and then realized there's no good product for this. Let me go build it. Did this in 2017. Put in, 6 figures of his own money to build Vitalytics. Currently now serving over 250 paid customers, doing about 10 grand per month. They're bootstrapped economic wise. They're doing about 5% logo churn per month, paying about $300 to acquire a customer. So a 3-month payback period. Assuming lifetime buy on these guys is about $1,000, but still early. Team of 5 based remote across the US. Patrick, thank you for taking us to the top.
Cool, man. Thanks so much.